Don't blink as you're buying. Welcome to our show. Because I'm doing well because I had a wonderful day on this 26th June 2005. As you can tell, we're kind of tired over here. It's a whole situation. I'm working today, I don't know what time. This is sunrise right now, and I want to capture that. So, we're gonna capture the sunrise. We're gonna eat breakfast. We're gonna do pistachios. Pistachio because my mom wanted me to be healthy, so she bought me, which is very kind. I'm probably pistachios. So we're gonna be salting them manually. Who does that? I do it. You guys like the sunrise? No sunrise for the next 4 days, so especially when we're waking up. Because with this, I was asleep, but it's so nice. You see the temptation. You're gonna see me itching a lot here. Yesterday we made some videos on the balcony. I got bitten 3 times in a close area. In the same zone yesterday, so it's itching like crazy. However, try to resist now. I love white bread. I love it. So now that our bread is done, we starting today's video. Today's video was actually quite nice. Today's video is about why content creation is hard. So if you don't like whining, if you don't like people that complain, this isn't a video for you. However, if you want to see the truth, my truth of content creation, it is actually quite nice. So I think this is gonna be a long video. So take a seat, grab some Kinder, you know who you are, and enjoy. So, I think before we start, I think I have to talk about why we're doing this video, right? Because whenever I'm hit with an obstacle, whenever I'm hit with some bad news, or whenever I'm hit in the wall, you know, after 4 years, 674 followers, you know, now, ultimately speaking, we're not making the best content, so that's okay. Ultimately speaking, nobody owes me anything, which is okay. But it's still, you know, it's still rough. And then, you see all of those videos that you make that have 0 views, and you're like, okay, well, what am I doing wrong? My videos are too long, right? I don't do enough. This is the kind of content I want to watch. This is the content I want to do. Right? Give me a sec. I'm not gonna snort an hour time with you guys. And then you realize that, you know what? Rather be, again, this is something that I've been talking a lot about recently. I'd rather be broke and sad and happy than rich and sad. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, right? I think that makes sense. I think that makes a lot of sense. And it's just a reality that I'm facing lately. And this reality that I'm facing lately is actually kind of good because although it's not a absolute or a fatality, I think it's actually pretty good. Because people say, okay, well, rich is what? Rich is money, right? But it's not money. It's your friends, your family, your situation, if it's going well, if it's not going well. You know, it's a bunch of things that cannot be resumed with only one thing. So on that note, that's actually pretty good, right? So, I'm kind of okay with what's going on as long as I'm happy, right? Right now, like, we're trying to work. It's not perfect because it's freaking, we're trying to work. It's not perfect because it's freaking agency work. So, you know, it's not ideal, but at the same time, it's kind of nice. And it's kind of nice, you know. It could be better, but it could be worse. And since it could be worse, it could be It's a good thing, right? I have a bunch of friends that are super cool. If I say so myself, um, I got a good family. I got good friends, which I made a video for yesterday. I'm lucky. I'm lucky in life, right? It could be much worse. I'm repeating myself, but it could be much worse. As long as I'm able to, this is a mentality thing. This is really okay. I'm so freaked out because I'm tired, and last time I filmed I was tired like that. We didn't record the gameplay, so let's be careful here. Um, oh, I don't like being sick. Who likes being sick, right? Okay, so there's event reward. I'm gonna do this. Thank you for the gift. And thank you for this. Nice, 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 nice. So a lot of people, right, myself included, don't realize like you. It's so tough, right? It's so tough to make it on social media, right? So why am I making this video? Well, because lately I've been facing a little bit of a harder period, right? Where I feel like it's not moving forward. Now, ultimately speaking, there's a really good reason as to why. Lately, I needed it to work. Like, for example, um, do I like my new job? Look at this. This is beautiful, actually. And it's nice outside. It's nice. It's like 17 degrees. Knowing that 2 days ago we had like 34. This is really nice. Look at this. I need it to work because I don't know what I'm doing. What I'm doing right now is I'm emptying trucks and I'm filling them up. So it's super easy. It's super easy. It's just busy work. Now, ultimately speaking, this job is kind of really nice because they pick you by the trucks. So sometimes I have one truck that paid $80. It's a great thing, but it's not a good thing. Sometimes I'm gonna have one truck. It's gonna give me $80. I'm gonna do it by two, which means $40 each. Right? If we do it and my hair's a mess today. There's time where lately I've been wanting to cut them a lot. Is it better? No. Alright, wait, give me a sec. See? Because I didn't have time to wake up to take a shower. If I take a shower, I'm not gonna be able to go back to sleep. Because the shower will wake you up. Warm or cold, it will wake you up. The feeling of water hitting your skin, the benefit that it has, right? Did you guys know one of the most popular activities in Japan is hot bath? I didn't know that. I didn't know. I've been watching a lot of Overlord, so that's how I know. Give me a second. I'm gonna comb my hair. You guys don't even care, right? Even if I look like shit, you don't really care. Even right now, and this is the beautiful thing. I'm gonna make an hour video, knowing that shorter videos have more potential to appeal to people. You know why? Because it's what I want to do, and if I don't do what I want to do, what's the point, right? Yeah. So lately it's been a bit more difficult because I needed it to work. If I didn't have for me, I'm a very prideful person. That's one of my biggest flaw. I'm very prideful. I don't ask for help. I don't ask for handouts. I don't ask for anything. Very prideful, which is a bad thing. So when it comes to something like right now, where going back to work, it's a great thing because it's healthier, it's more social, it's going out. But at the same time, it's admitting that last 4 years weren't enough to make a dream come true. Weren't enough to make a passion come true. There's people opening up businesses, going to the bank and say, hey, this is dumb, day one. They're going to the bank and say, hey, I need some capital to win a company. And the bank says, okay, well, okay, we're going to charge you interest. And then in 4 years, not only are they able to maintain a profit, but they're opening up a second store. We had a dream to make videos, and we didn't make it, you know? So it's a bit rough, right? Now, before we start this video, we're gonna talk about why is content creation, because the name of the video is why content creation is hard, right? Now we'll be talking about why content creation is the best fucking job in the world. See, it's complex because when you look at time, right? When you look at time, you look at jobs that were super painful. Now they were super lucrative. They call it lucrative because that's a real big boy world. That's a real big boy word. Lucrative means that it makes you a lot of money, right? And there's been a ton of time, like the gold rush. The gold rush was the biggest thing, and the gold rush was insane because, okay, so basically, technically speaking, and this is gonna be a bit of a conspiracy theory, right? A bit of a conspiracy theory, but it's not gonna be crazy. So, since the dawn of time, well, since the Lord, money has been controlled with tax, with a bunch of stuff. Money has been controlled, right? It's a simple fact of life. There's nothing wrong there. It's just something that happens, right? And then it happens like with your taxes, with the cost of life, right? See, the cost of life with inflation, it matters to the little people. For the people with a lot of money, it doesn't really matter because it's making a bigger dent, and their fortune. If I would say fortress, which is a better word than fortune, but if I say fortress, you're not gonna understand. So the fortune is a fortress because it protects them from anything in life. Hey, I got a fine, I can pay it. Hey, my car's not working, I can pay it. Hey, I'm hungry, let's go to the restaurant. Okay, I can pay it. That is fortress of wealth, right? And yes, inflation makes a bigger dent, but you're not gonna. I'm gonna talk about Attack on Titans. You're not gonna break down the wall with a knife. You know? So yeah, so the gold rush, why it was so important was because there was a lot of flooding, right? It was a lot of flooding, and there was a lot of gold mines. And what happened was a gold mine, the flooding took apart some pieces of gold, because gold is less sturdy than rocks, and it's a beautiful material. So then the water came down, and because the water came down, then people were able to find gold. So gold has a nice price. Now, you know the craziest thing about gold rush, right? People that were really dumb. There's a movie like that. There's a movie about that recently, which is Sisu, which is really good. The people were really dumb because gold was so common that the price of gold declined. This is the first time in history that gold declined. Now, why does it matters? Well, because gold has a lot of values, right? There's people out there that are taking pieces away. They take apart a computer to go into CPUs, and there's gold pieces in the CPUs. So they do that, which is fucking crazy. You buy an old computer just to get pieces of gold. It's nuts. There's also gold and silver. I bet you didn't know that. There's gold and silver. There's gold and calculator. Crazy, right? Because I believe it's because it's a good conduit for electricity. That's what I believe it is for. I was making sure that this was recording because I'm tired, and sometimes when I'm tired, I make mistakes. Let's not make mistakes, right? If we can avoid making mistakes, let's avoid making mistakes. So yeah, the gold rush was crazy. And why the gold rush was so amazing was because you could find wealth. It wasn't about your family, it wasn't about your wealth. It wasn't about your ability to succeed in life thanks to sacrifices of others. It was about being lucky, right? So that people went to the gold rush and they found pieces of gold. And they were lucky they found more gold. And they were lucky they found more gold. There's also something called the blood diamond, which is in Africa. Which is diamond, because they have a lot of mine with diamond. And the same thing happened. Flooding, right? But then what happened with them is when somebody realized that, they brought guns. They brought war. And they were like, hey, guess what? You're going to pick up the diamond for us. And if you don't, it's a different mentality. So with these two events, you make a fortune of yourself, right? With content creation, it was all about, well, it used to be. I'm going to talk about this a lot. It's going to be a long video. It's going to be here for an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Who fucking knows? So sit down and grab a snack. I'm gonna grab pistachios because I love pistachios, even though they should have salt. Agreed. I like it that my mom wants me to be healthy, but I'm not healthier when I don't eat them, you know? So, I feel like I'm complaining shit. So, it used to be about being likable, right? If you made good content, you were popular, right? And it used to be about a passion, a hobby. There's this guy, I don't know his name, but it's a small channel. It's a small channel that grew a lot because they were like, hey, we like you, we like the way you talk. This is what old YouTube used to be about. People with hobbits, right? Not hobbitses, not from the Shire, hobbits. See, I'm tired, but I'm still in a good mood. I actually like waking up early, and I actually crave the feeling of being tired. I don't know why. Maybe I'm fucked up. Maybe because, I don't know. Small part of me says, well, who else does this, right? And yeah, it's just a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing that people could make a living out of what they're doing. A lot of artists came in and said, well, my painting doesn't make money, but if I paint on videos, I can make money. People get discovered. Justin Bieber got discovered, right? A lot of people musically got discovered. And then it became about who you know. So it became about money. How much money are you willing to put in the video? How much money are you not willing to put in the video? Kind of crazy, right? We just saw Mr. Beast's newest video. Lose 100 pounds, gain I don't know how much money. You know, about money. It's always about money. When Mr. Beast came in, it changed YouTube. But it didn't really change. Because now what we're doing is, what's really popular is IRL streaming. So people like Lacey, like the Phase House, like Speed, like Kaisenat, right? And now, what we're really starting to see is about who you know. Oh, you know the big streamer, right? Well, you're gonna get popular, you're gonna get featured, right? But that's the craziest thing. You talk about plants, just like the diamond, just like the gold. What if I had money, right? And I had a lot of money, and behind the scene, I made a contract with, I don't know, Fusi. We have the same birthday. I don't like Fusi, but we do have the same birthday. I told him, hey, appear on my stream, I'll give you X amount of money. Guys, people like Snoop Dogg, one of the biggest influence on rap and modern days, will do a feature on your album or on a song for 250,000. If Snoop Dogg will do it, a lot of people will do it. You think Snoop Dogg need money? No. But a business is a business, right? So this is why it's hard. It's not about a person anymore. It's about, we know, algorithm. People study algorithm. I saw something that blew my fucking mind. We'll be talking more about YouTube today, though, because that's my favorite platform. Okay. And I'm in a new account. Because I wanted to watch. So I have 4 accounts. I got my main account, right, which is Ing Vendetta. I got my gaming account, which is Ing Vendetta Gaming. I got a third account, which is Ing Vendetta Crib. So this is what I'm watching at home, right? So this is really cool because I made this channel about a year and a half ago, and I just watched it from home. I just watched it from the computer. I just watched it from the TV, and this is my recent, right? And the algorithm will push forward videos that I want to watch. So, for example, with Ivy Cribs, we watch a lot of this has nothing to do with the channel, the video, but still, who gives a shit? This is a story. I'm a storyteller. A lot of Outdoors Boy. I've been watching a lot of Outdoors Boy. I just watched yesterday The Shining 2, the movie, and it was chef kisses. It was so good. So then I was like, okay, well, let's create this. Then I had this channel called, oh, this is embarrassing, Young Champagne Papi for Real. So Young Champagne Papi for Real was a joke that I made. It's a channel that's like 12, 13 years old. So this was a channel since I was a content creator. No, before I was a content creator. Since I was on YouTube, right? So I started being on YouTube about at 18, 19. And we created Champagne Papi, which is a funny name, right? So Champagne Papi, the crazy thing about it is, it's my original channel, right? Why don't I use it anymore? Because Champagne Papi algorithm promotes video that I was watching 7, 8 years ago. My taste in content changed, right? What I was watching back then, I'm not watching anymore. There's nothing wrong with that content. It's just you grew up from it. See, I'm a simple guy. When I had Champagne Papi, oh my god, this is cringe. This is cringe. When I had Champagne Papi, I didn't have white hair, so I was okay watching Boga and Nico Cado all day because I was downloading those videos and watching them. Illegal, I know. My apologies. That was 10 years ago, so who gives a shit? Besides, guess what? I didn't actually create a tool. I just used a tool that was already created, right? When somebody gets their nude leaks on Reddit, that's not your fault. You're just watching them. You're just enjoying it, right? You're not guilty. You're just using the tool that are available to you. And with Young Champagne Papi, it's only like 3 or 4 content creators. It's AGP, it's Meg Nuggets, it's Kid Boga and Nico Avocado. I think there's a bit of we have this gaming. There's Super Best Friend, which are really good, but don't make content anymore. And that's pretty much it. It's a lot of Let's Play. Oh my god, there's Sugar Con Ray. Yeah. Oh yeah. I watch a lot of him. Right. So I created a 5th account. A 5th? Yeah, 5th. Why? Because I wanted to watch what the channel looked like. Okay? So every single channel that I made is subscribed. So gaming is subscribed to normal, and normal is subscribed to gaming. But Young Champagne Papi is subscribed to both, and even that I created this surprise is subscribed to both, which is kind of cool. So I went to watch from a channel that's not subscribed. How does my channel look? How long does it take before I set myself in the algorithm? I see YouTube as a program, which is AI. Who's gonna know that? And it's an IP address. It's either you, your kids, or your family member, or a friend, or your girlfriend. But you have some shared common interests, right? But we're together for so long. So don't kind of put content out for the original channel, saying maybe the original will promote it, right? It's funny, lately I've been watching a lot of Overlord, and YouTube has been giving me shorts and shorts of Overlord, which is really good, but it's a bit weird. And all of this to say, I was watching I was on a new channel, and for some reason, I think because I was in a rush, I wrote that I was 16 years old. You good, bro? You good, homie? Yeah, I know, bro. I know. And we're making videos, people are sleeping. So, you don't hear me, I'm joking. And I was sent to YouTube Kid, and I saw some things that are phenomenal. I saw kids in a school getting 1 million, 2 million views, right? And those kids are trained to be YouTuber. It's a new reality. They're trained to be new content creator, right? And it's also the fact that how it came about. At first, social media wasn't you could make money out of it. You could make money out of it. Then they start monetizing it. YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Snapchat. Fun fact, Snapchat is possibly the most money you can make Fun fact, Pornhub also gives you a lot of cash. It is 6:20, guys, by the way. Oh, if it was 4:20, people would say, ha ha ha. That's why. No, it's 6:20. I know this is a lot of work, but it's a fucking whole bag. After that, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna put some adobo spices. It'll be amazing. Why am I not doing clips? Because it didn't upload properly on the phone. I went to sleep at like 1 o'clock. Not knowing there's gonna be sun tomorrow. And before I started, I said, okay, well, should I put it? Before I went to bed, I always check the weather. Because I have a chair. This chair is made of wood. Cannot have water. Like, holy shit, it's nice tomorrow. So I have to wake up in 4 hours. Ew. A hair. My hair, but still a hair. Texture-wise, it's not pleasant. You can eat a pussy, and you'll have hair in your mouth, and you're supposed to enjoy it, but it's still hair in your mouth, you know. So, like I was saying before I got interrupted by myself, people went on the social media because it was fun. People went on places like MySpace. You think people were making money on MySpace? I don't think so. But people loved it. You know what the craziest thing? One of the people's favorite app, one of the favorite people app was Vine. Do you know why Vine closed? It's a crazy story. So Vine used to be like a TikTok. You could make videos, but it had to be upward of 6 seconds. So it was amazing. People love Vine. David Dobrik come from Vine. Logan Paul come from Vine. Josh Beck come from Vine. The Getter family, which I watch, which I love, are from Vine, you know? So why it was so popular was because it was 6 seconds. It was pre-TikTok. So TikTok was originally called Musical.ly. And Musical.ly was the musical version of Vine. They described themselves as such. But then they realized that they were losing a lot of cash. But not including gaming, man, not including life, cooking, and shit like that, right? That's what I would like. Okay, well, fuck it. See, one of the channels that I like the most, but it's the exact thing I'm talking about, is Nick Giovanni. Now, who is Nick Giovanni? Nick Giovanni is a dude that used to go to college and decided to go to MasterChef. Then accepted the MasterChef. And when they get accepted the MasterChef, he created a following. Now he went to YouTube and he became really, really, really popular. Right? That's how I did it. One of my favorite YouTuber ever, Rich Piana. Do you guys know what he did? And this is, I'm sorry, I told a million times already. Rich Piana was, rest in peace, was this amazing content creator. Amazing content creator. I love Rich Piana. But he would swear like a motherfucker. God damn it, fuck you. Was really swearing. It was a part of his personality. The funny thing is, he was making content during the apocalypse. So all of his video were demonetized, and all of his video were not pushed by the algorithm, right? Why didn't he care? Because Rich had businesses and he did a smart businessman move. He was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna make money on YouTube. I don't like their rule. I don't like how strict they are. But I'm gonna be using this social media platform that I'm building, this following that I'm building. I'm gonna be using it as a way of getting money. Bonjour. Ça va bien?
Oui, ça va bien, merci.
Good. So he used that to make money, my neighbor. And yeah, it's kind of crazy because he said, okay, I'm going to make money and I'm going to be using my businesses to make money. So he didn't really need the money aspect of YouTube, but he needed the visibility aspect of YouTube. Now, Rich Piana was crazy. Rich Piana was, when he was younger, he was a bodybuilder. She is so fucking nice. Guys, it is 6:20 a.m. She can tell me shut the fuck up, but she doesn't. She's super nice. And the husband is also super nice. But it's different because the husband is a bit deaf because he's older. I think she's 60 something and he's 80. He's deaf. He doesn't hear me, you know? Thank God. She's super nice, so shout out to her. Shout out to her. I'm not gonna tell you her name because privacy. I care about her. She's nice, so, you know. And it's funny because there's a lot of older women in my building, and they're always asking me about my mom. I think it's an older woman kind of thing, a cougar thing, a MILF thing. So yeah. So Rich was this complex. His mother was a bodybuilder. So he got into bodybuilding. He made his fortune by making ads because he was big. He was 6'6" something and huge, you know. But he stopped because he started having businesses. He started selling protein. He started selling egg white. As crazy as it seemed, he was selling egg white. And then he was like, okay, well, guess what? This is so fucking nuts. Because he went to a expo. And he had more people in his booths than other people. The fitness industry on social media is insane. Think about Alex Eubanks, the Trend Brother, Asam Sulek, Lean Beef Patty, Morg Pie. A lot of people, you know. See, Morg Pie, she doesn't give a fuck how much she makes on YouTube because she got OnlyFans, you know. It's nuts. So then, back to the subject. This is just the platform what it was. Using it to further your plans. It's the first thing. It is the first thing. Imagine if anybody had the power or the right to sell actions. You know? Then it became a job. And now it's crazy because last year, well, we had a wave of people retiring and big content creators retiring. Right? And to me, this is not retiring because they're still making money out of it. So you're like, okay, well, you know, at the same time, there's no pension, there's no retirement funds, right? It's a bit hard for that. So with content creation, it was like, well, it's a cool thing to do. And see, in my case, why it mattered so much was it was the first time I was passionate about something. Did I have passion for video games? No. Did I enjoy video games? Absolutely. When I was younger, my mom, she said, I'm going to make you work at video games. You like it, you like it, you like it. And I'm like, no. It was like, why? Because I'm playing, I'm not working, I'm playing, you know. Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. And then she was like, oh, well, what are you going to do in life? I was like, I don't know. Most kids of my age, when they were younger, most people of my age, when they were younger, they knew what they were going to do. I was born in the 90s, the opportunity, the choices were different. I'm going to be a firefighter, I'm going to be a police officer, I'm going to be a hockey player, a soccer player, a basketball player, a football player, tennis player, ice skater, I don't know. So they decided to do that, right? And it was nice. It was nice because that's what their job, their goal in life, you know. I had a job when I was passionate. I was working in 9 to 5, which is a system that I don't. I have problems with 9 to 5. In my book, 9 to 5 is bad because if you have more work, you have more work. If you have less work, you have less work. For example, the job that I have right now is not even 9 to 5. If I have one truck and it's $80, separated by 2, that's 40. Right? If I don't have like a truck, no matter how much I worked, I got $40 this day. It's not a lot. No, it's not a lot. But there's day when I'm making $70. There's day when I'm working 5 hours because I don't take breaks and I'm making $30, which is really good, you know. And I'm still. That's why I don't have a schedule. Right? That's why. For example, today I'm supposed to work because I haven't worked all week. Do I have a car? Do I have a truck? Or do I clean up the building? I don't know. I know that I'm gonna get some shit finally. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, why am I making this video? Again, lately I've been really needing the content to work. Lately I've been giving back into the passion of making content. Due to depression, due to the mental health, kind of gave up on it a little bit. Thoughts of giving up came in. Thoughts of doubt came in. For the first time. See, this is the craziest thing. This is when you know that I'm built different, bro. Um, it took me 3 years and a half to start thinking this is difficult. Making content is difficult. See, picking up a camera and filming is complex. It's easy. This is complex. Getting a demographic, getting people to follow. You know, I'm more popular on TikTok for the simple reason that on TikTok, I interact with people more. You know, I interact with people a lot more. It's just nice to see. You know, and people are super kind. Yes, there's an asshole here and there, but people are genuinely kind, right? And the reason why I'm saying that also is my channel is kind of at a point. There's small growth, but there's rate of growth. For example, in a month I'll make 30 followers. In a month I'll make 2 followers. So it's very weird, right? There's not a constant growth. So I'm living vicariously through somebody else, and she's kind of new to it. She has this passion. We're similar. We're both weird. So I see myself in her a lot. It's kind of. I'm not gonna say her name because I'm gonna talk shit about her a little bit. Lately, she's been, I don't want to say annoying. She's been getting on my nerve a little bit. So what she does is, look at this. Look how nice this is. This is super cool. So yeah, I told you, we're not gonna have sunrise today. So we're gonna have sunrise tomorrow. I'm gonna have sunrise in 3 days. I was gonna offer a pistachio. Shit. And yeah. So she doesn't know I'm talking to the camera. She's always thinking I'm talking to someone. She said, you don't live alone. She's like, there's no you live alone. And I live alone. And then, because she's so kind and she doesn't want to seem rude, she doesn't ask me who you're talking to. Now she's finally checking out that I'm filming, and she thinks I'm crazy. You know what? That's okay. As long as she likes me, I like her. So yeah, she's been obsessed with it, right? So I've had this before. People are obsessed with the thing, and they're constantly pushing their stuff, And to be honest, I kind of understand that. This selling the dream, people selling the dream, and when you watch, this is insane. People nowadays are watching more YouTube than Netflix. They're watching more YouTube than TV. They're watching more YouTube than Amazon Prime. They're watching more YouTube than Hulu. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy. There's YouTube Kids. So by watching the content, like, holy shit, I want to do that. For the first time ever, a majority of people want to do that. When you're listening to music, some people are going to be inspired to make music. When you listen to a movie, some people are going to be inspired to act. When you're watching a movie, some people are going to be inspired to be a firefighter because they saw a movie about a firefighter. Right? It's very complex. Very complex. But there's a lot of people who want to do that. So you're watching content, and you're watching content so much, it's like, yo, I could do this. Right? So, a lot of people in my life, I've been obsessed with that. There's this girl. Oh my god, my beginning on social media. My beginning was what? My beginning was being part of an Instagram group. Est-ce que je peux vous en donner? Vous voulez des pistaches?
Non, merci.
Bon, par exemple. Demain la pluie, après-demain la pluie.
Pluie.
Ouais.
Ah oui.
So, like I was saying, I had people, like when I started, one of an Instagram group, right? And the Instagram group was always like, hey, watch my stream, I'll watch yours, and this is gonna be growth together. But it's not growth, because it's growth that is dependent on how much you put in. So I'm going to be spending 10 hours a day watching people live, and they're gonna be spending 2 hours of their time in my stream. And it's kind of nuts. It's kind of fucking nuts. Does it make sense now? Yeah, for a pistachio, she left. She's nice people. She's nice. So yes, I understand that. Or people like, I often get people, and one of my first case, and it's not her fault. She has some form of I don't think it's Down syndrome, but I think she's, very simple-minded. and she was coming to my stream almost on a weekly basis to promote herself. I could get mad at her. She's special, right? Special need or something like that. I'm a fucking special need, you know. Depending on what's a need and what's not a need. And when I had a lot of people self-promoting, or hey, any of what I follow you if you follow me. I'm like, I don't care if you follow or not. You know, it shouldn't be about that. But again, it's such a competitive thing that I understand. And I thought people were being obsessed with it. I lost friends because they were promoting too much. I lost friends because they were promoting too much. But I lost friends because I was working too much. See, the reason why I don't self-promote is because making content is hard. Being a content creator is hard. It's not hard when you make a video. It's hard to gain a following. It's hard to make it a possibility. It's hard to maintain. Like, for example, a lot of people like, yo, I like you because you're a small content creator. And I get this compliment a lot. And they're like, you take the time to answer everybody. I'm like, yeah, but you realize the people that are big right now used to be small, and because they were small, they were able to answer everybody. This is not new. This is not something that is brand fucking new. It's something that's been going on for the dawn of time. The dawn of time. The dawn of time. I like saying that, the dawn of time. I'm just gonna plug my computer, my charger. You can charge my battery if we'll be able to charge at my father's. I can charge at my father's, I'm good. 32 minutes? 42 minutes. Beautiful. The weather, guys, is amazing. Come on, just fucking charge, please. No. It's charging. I'm gonna go to my. Depending on how much time when I'm gonna work, I'm probably gonna go to my father's to take a coffee. Otherwise, because the thing is, I love my father, but the thing is, this battery's gonna die. Not soon. We're still at 69%. I'm just gonna die. So, I'm gonna finish this at like 7:30, 7:40. Which is like an hour, right? I have a lot left to say. And I'm gonna go to my father's house. If I start at 9, I'm gonna go at 8. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go at 8. I'm gonna leave at like 8:30 because it's close to my place. It's close to where I live. And yeah, just to see him. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it for 20 minutes. I don't know what to do. I'm already uploading a lot, so they're still in the uploading, right? And yeah, so it's very hard. I lost friends because I was too focused on work. I wasn't paying attention to people. I wasn't giving time to people that deserve time. And I lost some friends because they were always like promoting. I'm like, are we friends or are you just trying to get some viewers, you know? And it's tough. And now I have a friend, and again, I'm not gonna say her name. Forget about it. She's actually really nice. I think she's really nice, but I think she's a bit confused. Yeah, she's a bit confused. So she's always self-promoting to me, and it's becoming bad. It's really bad. Because why do I feel like she's like me? Well, because she's weird. Because she's using social media as a way to get out of that comfort zone and to get out to be more social, right? She's actually a really cool person. But at the same time, she's doing things that I really dislike. And I'm not gonna say her name. I'm not gonna expose her. Just talking. So what happened is, at first, she was kind of being flirtatious with me. I'm like, okay. Then I realized that she had a boyfriend. And I was like, why were you flirtatious with me? And I went to watch one of her lives, and she was being flirtatious with people because she's a pretty woman. And because she's a pretty girl, she gets attention for that. But she got attention for her brains and shit like that, but she got attention because she's pretty. And lately, it's been really sweet. She told me, hey, I'm getting more views, I'm getting more views, which motivates me to post more. And I was like, this is so cool. This is so cool. Right? But lately it's been a lot. Like, for example, it started like 3 days ago, where she's inviting me to her live. And, oh my god. I come in, and she invited me like a couple minutes, and I was like at a party. I was at Saint Jean. You guys saw the content. I was at a Saint Jean, which I didn't have a lot of Wi-Fi, and kind of wasn't having a party. I didn't feel like being on TikTok, to be honest. It's happening 2 days out of the 300. No, that's not true. So we have the Saint Jean, we have Canada Day, we have Thanksgiving. I'm not celebrating it. Christmas, my birthday. That's pretty much it, to be honest. That's pretty much it. So all of this being said, it's just nuts. It's just completely crazy. Because she's inviting me, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. And I didn't want to expose, but I'm gonna expose a little bit. She invites me at 10, 20 something, 22, 23, I don't know. And then I'm coming in, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, I gotta stay, I'm at a party. And when I'm coming in, I said, I don't know if Ink is here. And I'm like, you just started your life, you just invited me, what am I supposed to do? Come right away? No, I'm busy, I'm doing shit, right? I didn't say nothing because I was like, you know what, it's okay, it happens. If you see, it's not the fact that it's working hard. I don't think it's because promoting yourself is not working hard. Well, it is working hard because you're being more social, right? It's demanding. But it's, I think it's facing adversity. You know when you have a situation, there's a system of fight or flight, right? When you're having a difficulty, there's a system of, I don't know, asking for help or working harder. I'm like working harder. That's because I feel shame promoting my shit. That's because I feel guilty saying, hey, watch this and watch this and watch this and watch this. Because the truth is, I make 20, 30 videos a day. I don't expect you to watch all of them, you know? Fuck that. I had I don't know if I've told this story a lot, but I had a girlfriend in January. Holy shit, we did a lot. Go Inky. And she was watching a lot of my videos. Like she was watching, I think it was like 2 hours and a half, 3 hours of videos per day. Because her work was boring, so she could watch comedy. So it was comedy time, which is, I don't care. But then, everything I would say on camera, she would know. And I was like, okay, well, this is kind of, it's kind of like a breach of privacy. No, you're putting it out there, you know? They treat it as a journal, as a diary. Yeah, diary. Dear diary, emergency, cause I don't want to be like this. I've been running the street for too long now. I know nothing is true but this song now. But the further I go, I want to go home. If you can tell me who sings this, you're a legend. And if you can't, I still love you. Seriously, I've been working really hard, you know? And then, yesterday, she told me, so when I say 3 days, you understand that my whole sleep schedule is fucked up. I don't sleep like a normal person. Me and Janice are a sleep warrior, don't you understand? Me and Janice will sleep for 4 hours. We'll get back up. We'll sleep through the day, but still. So it happened on, today's the 26th. 24th is one day, 25th is one day, and 26th is another day. The reality is started on the 24th, like 10 o'clock. Yesterday, she sent me a message, right? And her message is, can you leave a comment, please? I need some help. And I didn't answer that. Why? Well, because there's a couple reasons. Again, I'm not gonna complain, but let's be honest here. It bothered me because you're not really wanting to talk. You just wanted me to do this. And you're saying we're friends, but we're not really friends. You're just kind of not using me, but I'm kind of useful to you. This is a very good word. You're not using me, but I'm useful. Very good. So yes, it's a bit shitty. Okay, I didn't answer because again, also, people, and I'm not judging, but people who ask for help, tend to. She's brooming, then she'll slap the door, which is not cool. But it's okay. It's okay. I'm talking for 2 hours, so that's fine. Yeah. Okay. People that, a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people that ask for help have a tendency to ask for more help. Hey, you helped me before, can you help me again? You know, I live in a building with 50 apartments. How many people have come to my house and say, hey, can I borrow something? Once you lend them, you lend them. You know? And that's pretty much it. Kind of sucks. Because they're always gonna borrow stuff, right? And you don't want to be a bad neighbor, so you say yes. I want to be a bad friend, so I say yes. But if I answer right away, she'll feel comfortable doing that. And to be honest, it not pisses me off, but it annoys me. I hate when people say, hey, I did this, can you watch it? Hey, I did this, can you watch it? No, dude, I'm working. No, dude, I'm busy. No, dude, I'm not gonna put your content. You're a nice person, but I'm not gonna put your content before mine. I have to be selfish. So yeah, that's annoyed me. And then, yesterday, she sent me twice our live. So yesterday, okay, I got 4 texts from this person, who's my friend. And those four texts are a video, a please comment and like, I need some help, and 2 live share. And I get it's hard to make content. I get it's hard to make content. I get how hard it is that we have social media, but this is not nice to do to someone. This is not nice. Like, you got this friend, we all have this friend who's a businessman, and he says, you know what, now I'm gonna sell chocolate, now I'm gonna sell Tupperwares, and you wanna help, so you buy it, and you buy it, and you buy it, and then you realize that, holy shit, I bought so much stuff from this person. There's the content creators I follow, DSP. It's a bit of a love and hate relationship. I watch a lot of content from him, I watch a lot of detractor content from him. So it's like a lol cow, and I'm watching a lol cow, but I'm watching him also. So with DSP, and this is, I'm gonna have to defend him. Yes, I'm gonna have to defend the guy that I'm just talking shit about. He has a system where he's always in financial trouble. He always need money. And he always need money. Let's get one last time. He always need money. Now, the truth is, why is he always needing money? Well, because he has bad financial practices, first of all. He doesn't save up. He goes to DoorDash every single day. That's costs money. But it's not his fault. I'm gonna have to defend that. Listen to me. It's not his fault that he asks for money every single day. It's his fault because it's our fault because they give the money. And they say, you know what, King? I gave you money yesterday, but you need money today? I'm gonna help you out. So if the bank was to tell you, hey, Monsieur Charret or Monsieur Vendetta, every single day I'm gonna give you $30, right? I'm gonna expect that $30. I'm like, you know what? I haven't picked up the check or the money from the bank in 2 weeks. 30 times 14. That's a nice little 360. With a lot of cash, you know? I don't know why I did like that. 12 times 3. 12 times 3 is 36. Plus it's 0 because it's 20. And yeah, it's just amazing. No, it's not 20, it's 30. Can function. Brain cannot brain. The brain is not braining. You know. Versus another one, which she's been my friend for a while, right? Oh, it's for DSP. Sorry, for DSP. It's tougher. It's really tough because you allow him to have this behavior. So as long as you don't cut the water, I'm gonna take him showers. And there's this other girl like that made content. She didn't self-promote it. I saw it and I was like, hey, I'm so proud of you for making content. I'm so proud of you because you actually put yourself out there. And her, she has this dream of making content. At the same time, she'll do a video 2 or 3 times a month. However, with her, it's very different because her dream was to make content, and now she is in a position of she has a job. So it's not a dream anymore. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, well, she has a job. She's good, you know. I admire that. That I admire, right? My problem was I treated content creation as a plan A, as the primary plan, when it should have been a plan B, a plan C. Nothing. Fuck that. Plan B and plan C is not believing in it. But it's the normal thing to do. A plan B or a plan C. You need a job to get money to pay your bills. You need a job to buy some content. So for example, going to the store, going to the restaurant, takes money. Traveling takes money, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna stop the part here. I'm gonna do the second part in a couple of seconds.